They say university makes students, here students make university. So with the slogan of Think Big, I, Himanshu Kaushik, your host of the day, would like to welcome you all in today's webinar on emerging technologies in mechanical engineering. And I hope that you all are doing good, safe, sound, and happy at wherever you're taking this session from. So before we move on and learn what all technologies that are having advancements in the field of mechanical engineering, we are joined by our expert here. Please welcome Dr. Dr. Guravtar Singh Man. He is working as a head of department training and placements at the School of Mechanical Engineering, Lovely Professional University. He has done his MTech and PhD at NIT Jalandhar, and he's also served as a senior engineer at Imos Gas Limited. And not only this, he has around 24 publications in reputed journals and conferences, and his areas of specialization is green composites and sustainable materials. So today he will be helping us with all the knowledge and all the experience that he has, and providing us the information about what all technologies that are there in the mechanical engineering that are being advanced in the 21st century. And with this, sir, I welcome you in the session. And and I request you to please take over the screen, and over to you, sir.
Thank you so much, Himanshu ma'am, for introducing me. So, hope this session will be interesting one for our students, and they will enhance their knowledge base after this session. Thank you so much, ma'am. So, my dear friends, when it comes to latest or emerging technologies, when we come talk about mechanical engineering, so one of the most and sort out important thing is integration of various things. Now, if I talk about integration of various things, when we talk about industry, so the new concept that was there is Industry 4.0. Now, what is happening now? Earlier, when I talk about industrial revolutions, so first of industrial revolution was there when we start our mechanical engineering with just steam engines. So all the mechanical systems, they were, you might have seen some of the boilers, even some of the railway systems, those were working on the steam system. But now, guys, things have been changed as very dynamically. You might have seen that now robotics is coming into place, cyber security is helping, system integration is there. We are in a world of cloud computing, simulation, big data, so 3D printing, even human organs, they are 3D printed. So that is what is happening in this world. So we have to move with these new revolutions to sustain ourselves when we are working on various aspects of this technology. Now, when I talk about, let's go to some of the basics from where we started and where we are today. So if I talk about first industrial revolution, basically, the first industrial revolution that was I was discussing with you started with our systems. What kind of system? If I talk through steam with the help of water and steam, because we know that water is existing since the centuries. Without water, the human life is not sustainable on this planet. So first, it started in 1784 when we were having various mechanisms. We started with the steam and water. Even at that time, steam engines, they were used. Now, when we come to, so it is well said that only permanent thing in this world is change. So we have to change ourselves. We have to accommodate ourselves as per the new technologies. Otherwise, how many of you have heard that we earlier used to have mobile pics, pics with cameras. Nikon camera was very famous, but they were not able to change. Now you have seen they are not in the market. Similarly, second example I would like to take is of Nokia. Nokia was one of the best. It was known as Finland Pride, and it was not able to change as fast as Apple and Samsung changed. So that was one of the major reasons that now you are seeing most of the products made by Apple or Samsung when it comes to the mobile phone. So then came the second industrial revolution. So division of labor and mass production. Now, once we talk about the comfort level, secondly, your products are being sold in the various markets. So then people, they started working on the electrical energy. So when electrical energy came, similarly, Cincinnati in America, there were various slaughterhouses. So first assembly line, it was produced and it was totally dependent upon the electrical energy. So my dear friends, that is how the second revolution came, and the system, it started shifting from steam to electrical system. Now, as I told you earlier also, only change is permanent. Similarly, third industrial revolution, even the word industrial engineering came into existence during the World War First. First World War and Second World War, there was a lot of production of arms and ammunition which was required for the war. So that is where the systems like probability, reliability, they started, and all the system, it became automated will start. Now, when it comes to third revolution, we have PLC, program logical control. So earlier, like normal lathe machines were used. So similarly, slowly, people, they started automating the things. Now, what was the reason for automation? The first and most important aspect of automation was to go for mass production. If I talk about population, like we are having more than 1.5 billion population. On the other hand, China is having good population, and these two countries are now serving as major manufacturing hubs around the world. So automation was very important to reduce the labor costs. Otherwise, if I want to sell the product, the most important cost involved is the labor cost. So then came your fourth revolution, use of your cyber physical system. The word big data analytics, the word we are using data, we are using simulation. Now what happened? Now, if I talk about cloud computing, so these were the things which came into existence, cyber physical systems. Now, if you are having good number of data available with you, if you are integrating your machines with the computers, definitely if I am doing the simulation, so what happens, the quality becomes enhanced. Now, why I am saying quality becomes enhanced or time we are reducing, because machine accidents, they get reduced because I am getting signal that this product is not installed on a assembly machine properly. I have already simulated a production trial before manufacturing. So that is how the production becomes easier. So that was one of the important. So these are the first, second, third, and fourth. Now industrial 5.0 is also in the system. Now, what is basic terminology when I am talking about this system? So it is connecting different kind of physical systems, embedded electronics or internet. So man machine facilitating and customization of your manufacturing system. So this is one of the important aspect when I am working with this system. So that is one of the important aspect when we are working for this industrial system. So then came to customization of manufacturing. So earlier what was happening, lathe machines, they were used, okay, production was less. So even the labor cost, because the most difficult thing and to get is to get a skilled labor for any industry. So that is one of the major issues which is being dealt. So that is why facilitation of automation and IT enabled system they started. So second thing was the transformation with the help of IoT system, Internet of Things, digitalization of your machines and high quality products. Now, why I am saying now, if I talk about some of the machines, even inspection machines like CMM, coordinate measuring machine. So that machine costs around 1.5 crore. But at the same time, the accuracy it can give to your system to measure the axis, to measure the calculate dimensions, which are important for the quality of the product. So all those came when it came industrial with industrial 4.0 revolution. Now that is what is there. The network is very important. Now I cannot do all the things manually when it comes to the industrial revolutions. So that was the major reason. So we have to shift from this system to the other system. So that is one of the important things. So these are the key concepts when I am working with this industrial revolution and the system. So other aspect which came is 3D printing. Now, what was happening? Machines, they were manufacturing all the products. Now, if I want to manufacture, let's say I want to give you simple example of gear manufacturing. So first you have to go for forging process. Second, you will be going for machining process. Third, you will be going for the other process, which is known as your heat treatment process. But my dear friends, when 3D printing came, so you are printing the gears. Even earlier, what was happening? If doctors they want to work for a teeth implant, they were making the drawings. Now they are simply preparing the prototype using 3D printing. They can look at the shape and size of your teeth, and they can fabricate the teeth as per the specifications of your mouth. So that is one of the things. Now what happened with that thing? Smart products, they came into the system. So this is the machine. With the machine, assess information, product and the environment. That was very important. Smart products, data is one of the biggest things. It came to a distance and connected. Now, what was happening earlier was that I was losing a lot of production because of quality. Now, quality and production are very different aspects. If your product is manufactured with good quality, definitely there are minimum chances of rejection. Now, if you have data that how was my material previously fabricated, how it was made, and what was its dimensions, because of that, which the rejection was there, you can analyze your mistake and next time you will make the product with perfect specifications. So that is why the interconnecting of data and integration of data exchanged with that particular thing. Now, second thing was intelligent systems with the smart manufacturing system. Now, what happened? Earlier, if I talk about some companies like Maruti or if I talk about Mahindra, so they are manufacturing more than 10,000 vehicles per month. For that, they are having different vendors. Now, if my car is there, it will be having more than 1,000 components. So how you will collect all those 1,000 components? How you will manufacture? How you will coordinate with the vendors so that you can get material at time? That means your industry is not depending on one vendor. There will be multiple vendors. Now, who will make that particular schedule that from that person I am going to collect these number of components, from that other vendor I am going to collect these number of components. So similarly, everything is now planned. Your production planning and control is taken care by the intelligent systems Similarly, the supply chain, which is there, that you might have seen these days, you are sitting at your home and it's just click of your mouse that you are getting the products after some time. So that is how the systems became smart, intelligent, responsive also. With the integration of various commands, your products are there. So conversion of approach, digital industrial technologies were there. So cloud computing, cyber security, you are having the data. So this is the basic process. Sustainable in why the word sustainable is being used. Definitely sustainability means we are manufacturing a product, we are using a product which is not harming any environment. I can say even if I am reducing 0.05% of waste, that means I am working with a sustainable system. That is also one of the important aspect. So when it comes to your sustainability and environment, both are being integrated with this concept of your industrial revolution 4.0. So now what happened? Internet of Things was there, big data analytics, 3D printing, robotic systems. Now why 3D printing came into existence? Like I am not wasting. So when I am using, let's say, computer numeric control or CNC machine earlier, lot of wastage of material was there. These days, metal printers are also available. Even plastics, if you want to manufacture. So you will just have to put drawing inside your system. You have to draw the drawing using your laptop or using some kind of your system where it is being integrated with computer. So similarly, from computer you will get the give the command to the printer and you will get the prototype of the product. When it comes to robotic systems, now what is being happening? If I am talking about spot welding process, mostly robots, they are being employed by the industries like Maruti Suzuki, which are using the robots as for doing the welding on the cars. Even if I'm talking about casting and forging, now melting point of iron is around 4093 degrees Celsius. So my dear friends, to work in that kind of environment is very suffocating and very difficult. So robotic systems are being used in forging also, in casting. This is how the system is changing. Now process integration, how it is happening, your man-machine collaboration. Now man and machine is collaborating and the system is being changed. Second aspect is your shop floor equipment integration. If I'm talking about shop floor equipment integration, that means material handling system. Earlier, what was done? Many human lives, they were employed for moving material from one place to another place. And even sometimes it was happening that lead time of the machine were more. Now that means your machine was empty. Not just that person was not there to create the machine because material was not available at the machine because of more human beings those were employed. Now the things change. Now the such is the integration that it is no machine will remain empty for production. So that is how you can save a lot of money because cost is also involved. So that is why process automation and safety, environmental production. Now systems using computer are such that your machine will not work until or unless the safety is being ensured on that particular system. This is one of the important aspects that you have to consider. Third, virtualization, real-time capability will be there, and service orientation. Everything happened to enhance the customer experience, moreover, to increase the production. So this is one of the important things. Now, use of your humans, smart factories to communicate with each other using Internet of Things and Internet of Services. Now, what happened? Collaboration is important. Now, one human being was employed to make the production schedule of 1 month. Now your system is doing that. You have to just put the commands that I am going to manufacture this number of components this month, and the planning will be done. Equal number of distribution for the vendors will be also done. At the same time, your vendors will be conveyed also, and forecasting will be playing very important role, that is too done by the system. So IT and OT conversion is there. IoT, Internet of Things, again playing an important role, and your data is being connected. So my dear friends, next thing comes to is the virtualization. Now what is the virtualization? Earlier what was happening was you were not able to connect with the person or with the systems, they were not integrated. Now let's say if I am manufacturing the system, suppliers, logistics, digital production, smart products which are being done. I have given you one example of Amazon. Now just click of a mouse, you are ordering a product, and the industry will forecast that how many orders I will be giving. Second thing, your sensors are there. You are putting the data to the cloud, to the supplier. So immediately your machine time and moreover your supply chain management is becoming very fast these days. You are sitting at your house and you can start or stop your machine. So this is what is happening when I am talking about your industry 4.0 and virtualization of the material. Now we are making the smart factories. So this is again factories with minimum waste, with digitization, with the plant models. That is how the things they are coming up. Next is decentralization. Earlier, what was happening, all the decisions, let's say one industry, one person is having one industry in Delhi. His other industry is in other town. Second industry is in other town. So now how? I am giving you the example of Reliance or some other good companies. Now how they are manufacturing the product, how they are coordinating the products, everything is being done with the help of the decentralization of the material. Now things have been decentralized. Now automation is there, and cyber physical systems, they have been changed. That is how the things are being done. Planning is there. So decision making, your systems are becoming very smart. So that is how the decentralization has been changed. Next thing is real time capability. Earlier, let's say we are manufacturing one component, it is taking 5 minutes. Second component, we are manufacturing, it is taking 10 minutes. Third is taking 15 minutes. Sometimes it was happening that it was taking 3 minutes, 4 minutes. So maybe it can be fault of the system. But we were not able to give exact details about the time which will be taken by the product and which will be the capability of the system. Now, with this all integration systems, IoT, real time, you can tell to the customer, immediate collection of the data, focus on the decisions. You can take immediate decisions. As I was telling you, that if my company wants to focus on, let's say, vendors, they are manufacturing 10,000 products per month, and they need to assemble those products also. Now, what is happening? In assembly also, the computers, they are helping. That is your robotic systems, they are coming. In and out of the materials, your ERP systems, they are playing an important role. So new service models are there, cyber, personalized data. So even feedback system through customer, and whether your product is working or what are the changing. Earlier, what we were mostly happening, the design of the machines after 5 years, 6 years, we used to see new cars on the streets or on the roads. Now, if you look at the system, even after 1 year or 1.5 years, we are looking new models on the system. So that is how fast capability and how much fast individual orientation towards the customer is there. It is all because of the feedback system which is there. So expansion of the models, changes, needs, flexibility, we have to consider as per the requirement of the customer, planning for unpredictable. That is a very important thing which we have to consider. And environment should be very dynamic. Decision making is important thing. Immediately things can change. You have to start new production. You have to change the systems. So that is where. So that is how the smart factories are built. Customer immediately order. Cutting station will be there. Cyber, physical, and further processing. So that is what I was telling you. One, if I am sitting in India, that doesn't mean I cannot run my industry from America. Even logistics, we are managing by sitting here in this system. So that is how fast the production systems are done. So virtual integration. So as I was telling you about ERP, enterprise planning level has been there. So once you get order, your operations, you have earlier planning to human resource, that how many pieces will be manufactured, how much time will be taken by a particular machine. But with this systems, everything is possible these days, that monitoring, even control of the system, your robotic system, production level. So that is the reason the world manufacturing hub countries like China and India, they are becoming manufacturing hub around the world, that they are using these systems. So it played an important role in supply chain. Now, there is a lot of competition between the companies. Which company can deliver the material fast? Now, to do that, again, your supply chain is being controlled by automation, by integration of the system. Everywhere, one order will be going directly to the, once you are placing an order, you are a customer, your raw material supplier, whether the company is having that material. Secondly, again, logistic will be taken care. The material is being manufactured swiftly. Sourcing now have been placed, again, manufacturer. Logistics is being taken care by. So customer is sitting at his home. and even you can see that how your product is being manufactured. So this is how this transparency level is being controlled. Now the supplier cannot lie to the customer that this much time will be taken by the product for particular delivery. So this is the important aspect, my dear friends, which you have to consider. So industry, these are the technologies, end-to-end process management will be there. Smart autonomous assets which are there. 3D printing, business models, human workforce platforms. Again, big data is playing an important role. Now, constantly industry is evolving, constantly it is being changing for the smart systems, autonomous systems, and virtualization of the material. So all human factors, one thing will be always there, that is you have to change and move with new technologies if you are to be have to sustain in this world. So everything will be smart, as I was discussing earlier. So what is happening? Let me give you an example of some McD burgers companies. They are now using robots. Even your McD, they are not using the workforces. And although the problem is that many people may lose some of the job because of the automation, but as the system is working, so everything is becoming smart. So person will order, person will go to the drive-through, robot will come, you have to put your order, robot will deliver the product. Or even if not robot, system will be totally automated, that some tray will come and it will deliver the material to your system. So this is what is happening if we talk about some world population, 6.3 billion, 7 population will be increasing. Similarly, your connections, if you talk about the mobile connections, let me give you one simple example. Mobile connections are also being increased. So most of the companies, they are too much relying. So that is why the feedback system is there. So that is how the people, more and more people, they are connected with the internet devices, and because of those connections, we are able to do the production in a systematic manner. So that means this computer have helped you a lot. Internet in information is changing the world. So this is one of the important smart buildings are there. Now even smart buildings with integration, even internet, your data board will be there, your AC submitters, temperature, rotors. Now what was happening earlier? So even if we were using PLC systems in mechanical systems, programmable logical control. So your machine required a particular temperature for the operation. My dear friends, so lot of time was taken, even your machine was down. Now system will tell you that this is how much this machine can produce, what will be the machine life, moreover at what temperature it can be operated, what will be the relay, rotors. So system will be connected. So that is one of the examples of your smart building. So dynamic plant configuration will be there. So customer will be at his home, product configuration, inventory minimization. Now what? Why inventory? Because inventory is also having the cost. Now, let's say I am supplying some particular material to the customer. So, might be next year the requirement of the customer change. Today you are manufacturing 10,000 pieces per month. Next year, it can be the case that choice of the customer will change. Now, if the choice of the customer will change, that means you have already planned for 10,000 products next month, that 10,000 products will be scrapped. So that is the reason inventory minimization is one of the important things, because inventory is also having the cost. If you are manufacturing 10,000 products, there is no need of 5,000 products next year, then that cost you have to bear. This is why the smart grid, your ERP systems, your supply chain will be playing the important role in a smart manufacturing system. So that is one of the important thing which is coming when we are talking about the industry 4.0. So this is the important thing. So these are the small systems which you have to consider when we are working for the system. And these are some of the technologies like 3D printing will be coming. After this industry 4.0, industry 5.0 is already on the floor. So you have to be updated if you want to survive in the mechanical engineering. Now, what is happening, most of the youth, what they are saying that what will be the role of mechanical engineering in the IT industry. So as a placement head, students, they ask many questions. Now, my dear students, if I am talking about the role of mechanical engineer in a IT industry, if your IT industry is already integrating with the mechanical industry, if a Honda car wants to design a smart system full of a car which is having sensors, so they cannot teach the IT, they cannot teach all the mechanical engineering to the IT person, but they can take the suggestion from mechanical engineer that how much stress it is going to taken by the car, how much load it can bear, so they can manufacture the car. Secondly, if I give you example of iPhone, now beams in iPhone, if I am, they are always giving one advertisement that if your iPhone is thrown, sometimes it can not break. Now, who can tell them? It is the mechanical engineer who can tell them that how much stress it can bear. If I am taking this webinar on laptop, although people will say software will be from IT part, but mechanical engineer will be used to design the components which are inside. For example, the beams on which load is there, the outside portion of your laptop, even sheet metal, lot of sheet metal work is being done by the mechanical engineer. That is how the integration of the systems work. Second example I am going to give you is that you people are having insurance, car insurance you are taking. If any person is driving his car whole year around, but the other person is not driving his car, he is driving only for 6 months. But at the end of the day, we are paying same premium. Now, why we should pay the same premium if I am driving? Because probability of accident for a person who is driving every day is more than a person who is driving only 6 months. Now, based on your driving pattern, companies, they will coming with the new insurance models, and then the role of new mechanical engineers will be there, that you have to tell the driving pattern of a particular person. Secondly, if I am talking about the wear and tear of a machine, if you are driving a machine, the person who is driving every day, he will be using more clutch, he will be using more brakes, then why he is the other person is paying more premium to other person. Now who will tell? The mechanical engineer will tell. So most of the people, they are reluctant from mechanical engineer to make careers in the IT field. But if I consider these examples, only the persons from mechanical engineers, if they are going to work effortlessly in the process of manufacturing driverless cars. Now, if you are going to design, my dear friends, a driverless car, the outside portion, the chassis design, everything will be done by the people from IT, from mechanical industry. Now, how you are going to help them in the case of integration, that will be done by the person with from IT. So now future is going to be different. You have to integrate with the person from IT, then only you will be surviving in the system. So my third example is that most of you have heard about Elon Musk. They have sent the car to the space. If that car is not able to sustain the material, sustain the temperature around 3000, 4000, then you cannot send the material to the space with IT. Only the persons from mechanical engineering background, you have to tell, calculate, sir, this will be the strength of that car, this much load it can bear. So you can take that machine into the space. You have to calculate. So that is going to happen. Future, if I am talking people, they are fearing that EVs will be there, electric vehicles. Now, what will be, where will be our jobs? But if you know about the battery management systems, if you are able to design proper chassis of the mechanical cars, then only they can bear the load of the batteries. Otherwise, that system will also fail. So instead of having thought in a mind that what will be the future of mechanical engineering, that doesn't mean that we should be thinking negative with the evolution of technology. So you have to upgrade yourself, and these are some of the examples I have given you today. That industry revolution, if we are talking about industry 4.0, everything started in the year 1780, and today we are working on industry 5.0, that with the integration of internet and all the things. So you have to be upgraded with self. Even people from mechanical, you have to get into the, you have to learn Python also. At the same time, you have to also learn C++ also. So that is how this survival will be there. So you should not be reluctant about learning machine learning, artificial intelligence. You have to make yourself more smart. So because of the day, end of the day, you are the people who are going to work in the system. You are the people who are going to drive the industry. So you have to be smarter. So all the knowledge, even small knowledge, will help you even when it comes to the networking. Even in the case of 3D printing, you are going to manufacture the things using only printer. You are going to get the component. So again, at the end of the day, you should have knowledge about IoT. So these are small examples which I have given to you. So with all these example, I am very much sure that you people will be taking more interest in mechanical engineering and fabrication using these all technologies. So it is well said that there is nothing to be feared, it has to be understood. So my dear friends, if you will understood the systems well, then you will be easily surviving in the world. So with this, am going to end my session. I would like to thank all my audience and especially Manchi ma'am for giving me wonderful opportunity. I am indebted to her that she gave me such a wonderful platform. And thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you. If
Um,
anybody is having any question, my dear friends, you can ask me any question.
Yeah, thank you, sir. Thank you so much. And indeed, it was an insightful presentation. Like I also got to know various new things when I was listening to this webinar. So thank you so much, sir, for coming in here and crediting your time for us. I mean, giving your experience, your time to all of us, to all the attendees, and making us understand what the new advancements are there in the industry. So thank you. And sir, we have few questions from our registrants as well. So shall I take them up?
Definitely, ma'am, definitely.
Yeah. Sir, like we were, I mean, I was also listening in the session. So we got to know like what are the advancements and what can be the possible advancement that can happen in the near future. But we did not have a little discussion on the challenges. So what are those challenges that one can have when they enter in the field, when they let's say they've joined this industry 4.0 and they're working on any development. So what are those challenges that one can have so that they come prepared with all needs?
The most important thing is what we said that defeat is not a failure, not to have tried is a failure. Now, most of the persons they have to change their mindset, attitude need to be changed to learn new things.
Right.
We have to learn, unlearn, and relearn. So that is the major challenge, which I think we have to change our mindset. That person from mechanical engineering background, he have to be incorporated with some IT systems. He have to learn C++ also. He have to learn Python also. So that is how the survival of the industry will be there when we will be talking about the industry 4.0. So people, they don't have to fear when they need to work with the industrial system.
Right, sir. Thank you. And sir, if you may wanna give us a little more information about the students of LPU, how students of LPU are excelling in this particular field, being a mechanical engineer and
Being
working.
a
Yeah.
mechanical engineering, my students, they are having their own startups. Now, 3-4 students, they have one Republic Motor is there, Adigo Cards is there. They learned from LPU, from Department of Mechanical. We have our lab, which is 24/7 open. Our students, they are taking various level competitions like Supra, Baha, they are manufacturing their own vehicles.
Right.
Even if you look at a solar vehicle at our campus, that is also integrated with the help of IoT, with the help of mechanical students. They have fabricated. Even we have cars which are there in our campus. So most of those were designed by our students, and now some of them, they are running very successful businesses. I am having interaction with them. Last month only I met them, and they have got some orders from government also, because now government is working a lot on EVs, on electric vehicles. So my students, they are manufacturing, they are having their own startup, and they are successful in their lives.
Yeah, thank you, sir. And indeed, I mean, it is. I think it is everybody's dream to study in a university, and if your work can be helpful for the university, for the institution.
LPU, best thing about LPU is that LPU is giving platform to the
Right.
students where they come across from various departments. They can work together. We have a 3D printer also. We have innovation studio also. If I talk about our aerospace system, our students, they are being placed even before completing their degree. So only after 6 semesters they are giving getting jobs. Recently, my student got placed at a package around 20 lakh internship in Autodesk. So that is how LPU is giving platform. We are having good labs. We are organizing even FE cycle competition, which is again sponsored by Maruti Suzuki, and we are organizing international go-kart championships here. So lot of competitions are being done because our main purpose is that each and every student should get at least one offer letter from this system. So this is our vision that all the students should be placeable. Even we are helping them for their higher studies also. We are giving them questions related to gate pattern. If they want to succeed in the system, our students are also working in army, they add good ranks. So this is how the life is being transforming, education transforming India.
Right.
So that is what is being done by our department, that my students, they can serve, they can transfer our society. So this is our main motive, that how they are driving the things. So that is why from first year itself, we are making aware to our students about various career aspects. We have 6 pathways here related to corporate jobs, related to higher studies, related to study abroad, related to research. So if any student is coming to LPU, definitely he will get a particular pathway in his life. So that is how he will be successful in his life. It is well said that nobody plans to fail, but fails to plan. So we are here to motivate our students in their planning to become successful persons in their life.
Indeed, sir. And I'm sure that all the students who are listening to the session and who might listen the session on the YouTube when it is uploaded, would definitely want to come in the university and have the experts guidance and want to excel their career. And with this, sir, I just want to say thank you again for resolving the queries, for giving this presentation. And last word of thanks is for the way that you've explained throughout the session. Thank you so much, sir, for joining
Thank
us.
you so much, ma'am, Himanshi ma'am. We are again, I will say, giving me opportunity. Thank you so much.
The pleasure is all ours. And with this, sir, I just want to take your permission to wrap this session up. Shall I?
Definitely, ma'am.
Okay. At the end, I also want to say thanks to all the participants who have joined us here and your interaction through the registrations, and of course here in the session is really appreciated. So maybe we meet physically in the university next time, and until then, stay safe, stay healthy, and thank you so much for joining in again.